Biagio, what's the secret to incredible homemade pasta?
Well, I mean, the secret is that using good ingredients and put some serious effort into making things as good as possible. That way, you get your result from people when they try it and they see the difference.
But what are those good ingredients?
Oh, there's no secret to that. Just use good products.
You don't buy American flour.
Yeah,
That's the secret.
Right.
You buy Italian flour. Do you use Doppio Zero or that's only for pizza?
Double zeros, yeah.
Doppio Zero for the pasta
But
too.
I mean, it's important to use a good product.
Yeah.
Use good product, you should have no problem with anything.
That's really the essence of Italian food, right? Like the qualità of the ingredients matters.
It's huge. You know, I think if for Italians, a lot of folks, especially locally, they might know about the 00, but a lot of folks outside of this area or that weren't brought up under the Italian American tradition have no idea what 00 flour is.
Well, a lot of people
Sucks to be that.
and some do, some don't. But I mean, for the most part, everybody flour. It's the 00 is just much more like fine that and it creates a better product.
Yeah.
I just have I'm not gonna lie. I just had my first experience making pasta
I was
with
gonna ask you.
00
Yeah,
flour.
and?
It was a night and day difference between prior to that I was using
King Arthur.
no, it wasn't even flour
Semolina.
semolina.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Semolina. It's
You knew what I
it's
did.
grainy.
It's grainy. It's for bread. You make the bread out of that.
We
Or...
use the semolina to stretch the dough.
Yeah.
To make so it can slide on the table much better. But that's the other thing. It shakes off then. And just
That's
comes
right.
off, yeah.
But you made pasta with semolina.
I've been making pasta with
It's very
semolina,
gritty, though.
and it
It's
turned out okay, but
It's
I was
okay.
never
It's
happy
not
with
the end
it.
of it. No, it's good.
Yeah.
And then when I used 00 flour,
Oh,
it was
game
night and day. I
Game
could
changer.
handle it so much better. All of a sudden, I felt like a proper Italian. And it's easier to roll on.
a vowel at the end of your name.
That's right. I earned the vowel. I earned the vowel, Biagio. Right. So, and then just every step of the process from rolling it out to putting it through the machine the multiple times, 6, 7 settings, right? It just handled so much better. Didn't break the semolina when you put it through the machine. It breaks.
It breaks down because
so much easier.
because it doesn't bond.
It doesn't have that gluten, right? You need that gluten to make it. Yeah. Interesting.
I was hoping we could go down a similar path as it relates to like sauce. Well, first of all, do you subscribe to this sauce versus gravy thing? Do you have a take on this, Biagio Lamberti?
Sauce is it? I mean, a lot of people say the gravy.
Yeah.
But it is the sauce, though.
La salsa pomodoro.
Gravy.
But doesn't it come from sugo?
Sugo.
Right. Sugo would be in Napoli. You make the sugo with everything.
La salsa.
La salsa.
Well, please articulate if you could.
But the sugo it's a Napolitano thing, right?
Yeah, sugo.
And it's the tomato sauce with the meat, the braciole, salsicce,
The ribs.
the ribs. Yeah, in my family, my mother would always put the big onions in there. You ever do that?
Yeah, big onions. Then you cut it up. Then that flavors it up.
That flavor's so good, so good. But what I heard was that the immigrants coming over translated sugo to gravy, and then that's how it happened. And it just so happened to be a big majority of the population was down here.
Right.
But I could be absolutely wrong.
It was actually a translation thing. Sugo translates to gravy.
Maybe.
Pretty much. I would say.
Does it?
That's
Okay.
what it is. Sugo is into the gravy.
Yeah.
But it is sauce.
But it's
Salsa.
sauce.
See, now, but you're from the New York area, so maybe a little biased, maybe a little.
Well, yeah,
bit.
New Yorkers are completely different. Although yes and no, because we've had this conversation before. So my grandmother, who was Sicilian, grew up in Harlem and then the Bronx. She called it gravy. My other grandmother, Sicilian, who when she came over, she was a lot older. It was always sauce. So I feel like there's certain neighborhoods maybe have their certain colloquialisms around it. At the end of the day,
Call it sauce or gravy.
at the end of the day, if it's fucking good, it's good.
Says, what's it called? Is it gravy or is it sauce?
Right.
Whatever's convenience for you.
I always think about that Sopranos episode when Paulie goes to Naples and he goes, "Can I just get some macaroni and gravy?" You know? I was like, "Look at cazzo macaroni and gravy."
James Gandolfini.
Yeah. From my interpretation, it's sauce. You add meat to it, it's still sauce, once it slow simmers for an
Meat
extended
sauce.
period of time and all those fats release into the sauce, it then transcends standard sauce into something special. In my mind, that's the gravy. But hey, I'm just one guy with an opinion.
No.
What's that? Hey, you know,
Like I
whatever.
said, it comes down to the same thing, and regardless.
Yeah.
Sauce or gravy.
So
That's right.
I'm curious if you have a take on what makes a great sauce versus where do people tend to go wrong?
Number one, you got to get good tomatoes. That's number one. Get the Italian imported plum tomatoes. That gives you a good.
You import.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the Proveres bring it to us.
Yeah.
You know, you got
You
US
have a-
food.
You have a specific brand that you like Muti?
Biancone is one of the.
Biancone?
Yeah, Biancone is one of the better ones.
Okay.
There's many brands out there, but
Yeah.
for the majority, the plum tomatoes, tomato cans are very good.
Do you using Cento ever?
Cento. yeah, of
Cento's
course.
good.
Yes,
They're local.
Cento's-
They're around. I think Cento makes great
Yeah,
tomatoes.
Cento had the little guys in the supermarket too that you can.
They do. They do.
Yeah. Now, is that Pianco with a P or a B?
P. Biancone.
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 Now, do you know what region of Italy those happen to be sourced from?
It's the south
South.
of where you're in the Bari, Puglia, that area.
Oh yeah.
That area.
Where all the sun is.
Yes.
The Mezzogiorno, as they call it. Because that's where the sun is hot. It's where they get the African wind. That's why I think the tomatoes are so rich.
Yeah. I mean, is it common to sweeten your gravy with something?
No, some people like to put sugar in there.
Yes.
That is not.
That's sacrilegious.
That's really not. You don't do that.
That's going to ruin it, huh?
Nah, you ruin it. Why would you want to put sugar in sauce?
yeah.
You put sugar in coffee.
Yeah. Right.
If you
Even that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
What about a carrot? You ever heard of the carrot? Putting carrot in the sauce.
Carrots?
Yeah, the natural sweetener. And then you can always take
No,
the
no.
carrots out. No?
You don't put carrots.
No.
In the meat sauce, when you cook the
Like a bolognese?
the bolognese, so you cut carrots really, you mince them
Yeah,
really small,
yeah.
with the onions,
Yeah.
and that flavors it up, so that gives a body to it.
Yeah.
But
Little
that's
depth.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but not in the actual
Not
sauce.
now.
No,
What about
no.
wine? You put wine in your sauce?